they voted for it, and it ended up being what? 427-1 on releasing the Epstein files. And a lot has been released since there. Is this the breakdown, Rob?
Yep.
Go for it.
We begin with Congress approving a bill to force the release of the government's files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. CBS News reporter Erica Brown joins us now from Capitol Hill. Erica, can you explain what happened in the Senate?
Yeah, Lindsay, just a short time ago, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer took to the Senate floor to get unanimous consent that would deem this bill automatically passed.
Rob, it's okay. We don't need to watch this. I thought it's like a little bit different breakdown. It's like two people sending it to each other. So it's Senate and House, Rob, right? That both said they're passing it. And then as we're going through this, the only guy that didn't, Rob, if you can pull him up, Clay Higgins, he's the only person that didn't do it. Republican representative. I want to say he's out of where? Why do I think it was Oklahoma? I don't know if it's Oklahoma.
Louisiana.
Louisiana, okay. And if you don't mind going to his Twitter account for us to just let him give his argument why he didn't do it. On Twitter, he explains, this is why I voted no. And I've been a principled no on this bill from the beginning. What was wrong with the bill 3 months ago is still wrong today. It abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America. As written, this bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people, witnesses, people who provided the alibis, family members, etc. If enacted in this current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigation files released to a rabid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt. Anyways, that's his reasoning behind it. Go a little bit low, Rob, to see what it says, because there's a community notes. Revenues claims misrepresent the H.R. 4405. The bill includes redactions from victims and uninvolved individuals. Massey explained victims can't release names due to lawsuits forcing them into homelessness. Okay, so maybe there's a little bit of contradiction there. Tom, your thoughts with what was released yesterday. Are we going to learn anything? Are we going to see anything? Or is this just another one of those, they're going to release it just to say they did?
Well, always be concerned if your government does something unanimously, because it's technically a mathematical and a statistical, not impossibility, but it's highly improbable. Like if they're voting on raises for themselves, all of a sudden you say, hey, Senate, everybody was like, what is it? You take all the congressmen, all the senate, boom, done. So what has happened here is they're all voting to release it, but there's two asterisks in it. The Attorney General, Pam Bondi, can elect to redact it, I think, for matters of national security, A, or B, if it would interfere with an ongoing investigation. Help me out here, you guys. I think those were the two exceptions, which means that Pam Bondi can swing by the CIA and get all those groovy black highlighters out and go through the whole thing and basically have the same situation as they had when they handed those binders to the social media people and they walked out with the binders that said Epstein files.
This isn't that.
Yeah, no, supposedly that was that. This is now, but that had a bunch of stuff that was already released.
But that didn't go through House and that didn't go through Senate. That was just more like a marketing stunt that they did.
It turned out to be a marketing stunt. Exactly right. But now the government's saying,
but
they put this out.
It's going to end up being a marketing stunt again, because Bondi's going to go over there. She's going to redact a bunch of stuff.
With all those CIA black highlighters.
Exactly.
You think it's going to be a publicity
of course
stunt?
It is. I mean, why did both parties agree to this? Exactly.
Yeah,
what you're saying. When
that's
they both
the logic I'm building right back to that
she's going to redact a bunch
House.
of stuff, which will allow the Democrats to say, you're still not showing us everything that's in the files. And then the Republicans can say, no, we released the files, but we had to protect names. And the political theater goes on and on and on.
Got it. So you don't. Brandon, are you in a different position here?
No, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm so burnt out by this one because we've been like kind of let down and misled and manipulated so many times. Like I'm never going to expect to get a satisfying answer with this thing in terms of like learning new information. Like they said, there's no way that 427 people would vote in favor of it if it's going to do anything damaging to powerful people in a big way. So,
okay, so I'm curious, Jeff. We've had a lot of different theories why we believe they haven't released it yet. We have our own theories why some of the information. So, well, you know what? It's because there's so many Democrats that are on that. No, it's because so many donors that gave money to Trump are on there. Oh my God, Elon Musk, when he tweeted that, there was a big falling out. No, it's because of maybe Trump's relationship with Epstein. Why do you think all the information is not being released?
Why isn't it not being released?
Yes.
I think a lot of it has to do, I mean, why is it that this is such a mainstream topic that everybody wants to get into? I mean, like you said, this is the number one news
audience,
story.
the audience wanted to
exactly.
hear it,
Why
yeah.
is that though? because people believe that there is a two-tier structure, at least 2 tiers in this country.
Right.
And that the elite people have their own set of, rules and benefits. And if you're in the club, you're in the club. And therefore, the rules don't really apply to you.
Right.
And so I think that's why everybody is really taken to the story. And you get into the idea of, the establishment versus regular folks, the uniparty. I think that's exactly what we're
But
seeing.
flip it, though. What I'm trying to ask you is, you're a smart guy. What are you speculating is the reason why both parties have held back from releasing it?
That's exactly because people are right.
Because people are right.
Because
And
both
there
of
are
them have
things
guys
there-
on the list.
There's this idea that American public is a bunch of stupid idiots who don't know anything. But you look at survey after survey for something like consumer confidence on the economy. Americans know better about the economy than every economist that has ever lived. Same thing with politics. In a big data sort of way, in a big crowd sort of way, American people have
Collectively.
collectively.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They have an idea of what's really going on here. And the reason why this story won't go away is because people sense, and every time something happens,
So what's more likely to happen? It going away or the truth coming out?
it going away.
Oh, you think it's going to go away eventually?
There's too much incentive to just continue to dangle the carrot as much as necessary,
Well-
and then just like this sleight of hand magician.
What I do like about it is that we're learning a few new things where, Hakeem Jeffries, you saw that email that reached out to Epstein to want to ask him for money. And then when he did, he says he'd like to set up a meeting with Obama. And then here, I don't know if you have the clip, Rob, where Rocano is being asked about it. And he just got out. He has no clue. And look at his reaction. He doesn't even know what to say. Go ahead, Rob.
Comment on Hakeem Jeffries' campaign soliciting money from Jeffrey Epstein himself back in 2013.
It's the first time hearing about it, obviously.
Comer said it on the floor.
Well, I don't know if it's true. I mean, you're just saying it, but obviously anyone who took money from him should return the money. Or didn't donate the money, and I
Did he
don't.
step down as leader?
I have to look at what you say is the first time hearing
he's a
about it,
reasonable
but he
guy,
should
and
certainly,
he's a little bit.
return the money.
but don't you
or
see
donate
that
the
as
money.
mutually assured destruction?
What a great way to put it.
Yeah.
You want to take out Trump or one of the Republicans? We got the dirt on you too. So let's just bury this thing. Let's get together, hold hands, and bury this thing, and just move on with our lives.
Yesterday, a reporter was asking a president about Epstein, and I've never seen him use this phrase before, but he told her, "Quiet piggy." Rob, can you pull this up, Rob? I don't know if you have it or not. Yes. I watched it multiple times because I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it was AI, and I had to verify it because. Go ahead, Rob.
So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. Give me a break. You're going to find out what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
if there's
Jennifer, go
nothing
ahead. Go ahead.
incriminating in the file, sir,
Venezuela,
why
sir.
not act? Why are you acting as if
Quiet.
I'll go back a little bit again.
With the
What?
finger in her
What?
face.
Yeah, but it's also the smile in his face, right? The way he delivers those lines.
Do it again.
why not act? Why are you acting as if
He looked her right in the eye.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this quiet piggy?
He's a great politician. He connects with people. I think a lot of people, just regular folks, would say, "I'd love to be able to do that to some of these reporters." And
You know what that says? You just said something there. I'm going to give you a high five. This is like the first 10 minutes. Here, I'll tell you
We're
why.
already doing good.
Because you struck it. Because you know why? So many people let the troller in chief, because sometimes he's the troller in the chief, and that's exactly what I voted for. I voted for a guy that's going to get in the face of the media. I voted for a guy that's going to be here. But doesn't everybody sit back? I wish I could say that to my
Tom,
boss.
I'm in Dallas. I'm in the hotel room.
It's a hidden thing. I want to do it. I want to do it. And he's doing it for me.
I'm in the bathroom. I come to Jen. I said, "Babe, the president just said this." Her instant reaction is she couldn't stop laughing. The fact that a president told a reporter, "Quiet piggy." Who says that? I mean, you can say F you, you can say you motherfucker. No, what's worse? I'd rather be told that than be called a piggy. Be quiet, piggy.
And they're all searching for how that it's
Right, is she
racial
fat?
or sexually or.
By the way, is
they're
this the
trying to
one,
find
Rob?
a way. Wait.
According to
Is this the-
reports, this is the reporter that the president called Piggy.
Has anybody asked him why he called her piggy?
Not that I'm aware. I'll look.
What is the like?
There has to be a backstory.
Yeah, she doesn't look super
There has to be a
fat.
backstory.
There's got to
like,
be some other.
Does she have pigs as a pet? Like, no, I'm actually curious. Like, is there like a
What was the old nursery rhyme? This
pig
little
fetish?
piggy. This little piggy had. This little piggy did this.
If you got big plans for 2026, I am telling you right now, I can't tell you how many conversations we're having about business planning. There's a reason why we went less than 22 hours to Dallas and come back, because we want to see exactly what's happening with 2026. We're planning for our family, for our businesses, ourselves. And if 2026 is a big year for you as well, I want you to watch this clip. Rob, can you go to the clip with the Jenga to show them what happens when it comes onto business plan and how all of these things are necessary? Go ahead, Rob.
Business is a lot like Jenga. Every piece matters. You need a vision. Do this carefully. Ooh. You need capital. You definitely need capital. Let's put this here. Ooh, listen, hanging on one piece here, by the way. You need the right team, for sure.
This almost fell off, by the way.
You need sales. As good as this looks, if your foundation isn't built on a good business plan, you know what happens? The whole thing crumbles. If you have big plans for 2026, on December 12th, I'm hosting an event called the Business Planning Workshop, where all day we go through the 12 building blocks of writing an effective business plan. So this doesn't happen to you. If you haven't get registered, click on the link below. Let's spend an entire day together on December 12th. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Folks, click on the link below, get registered. You can watch it with your friends, family, and this is going to be people watching this from 100+ countries, and you can find a way to just get registered at the lowest level, or you can find a way to be on the screen so everybody can see each other, and at the end, we'll do a Q&A for 90 minutes. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here, and if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.